Hi, we are Group 1. This is Group Delivery number 2. My name is Navia Dan. I'll be talking about the business process. So the BI system will be supporting one process that will allow them to track days inventory, increase the efficiency of Fernandez Creamery. We think that it would be helpful for Fernandez to monitor their days inventory for specific items, which could be a type of ice cream or cheese. There are three specific measurement events in order to calculate the day's inventory, which are item finishing times and item shipping times and units.
This is Julia, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the fact tables that we have going. We only have one fact table, and the grain for that one inventory fact is inventory data for a particular item for a given customer at a given period of time. So pretty much this helps us track how many units of ice cream or cheese will be shipped out to a specific customer, and we track that by the customer ID. And then pretty much the item ID is going to be whatever unit of ice cream or cheese is going out. And then to find the days in inventory, we use the items finish time and the items shipping time to calculate that. And so that is our fact table.
Hi, this is Justin Wheeler, and I'll be discussing the dimension details. For the first one, we have product, which deals with the hierarchies of items, product, which we ranged from about 20 different types, and then we have product type, which we have 2. Attributes, we have the dimension for items, which consists of item ID as the primary key, item name, and then for dim product, we have product ID as the primary key, product name, and then moving down to the dim product type, we have product type ID and product type name. Then moving down, we have the name of the next one, which is customer. The hierarchies, we had customer and then region, roughly 4 different types of regions. We have the attributes for dim customer, which are customer ID, which is the primary key, and customer name. And then we have dim region, which consists of region ID and region name. And then the last one for dimension details, we have time. And the hierarchies for that are date, roughly 31 days, months 12, quarters 4, and years overall 1. Attributes for each one, date ID for dim date, month ID for dim month, quarter ID, and year ID in their respective dimensions.
My name is Edward, and I'll be talking about the fact measures. We have 3 fact measures that we use to calculate our days in inventory. We have units, the number of units in a given shipment, the item's finishing time, the day that the production was finished for the item, and then the item shipping time, the day that an item is shipped to a customer. We use all 3 of these, the days in inventory, to calculate the days in inventory. We use the item shipping time minus the item's finishing time.
My name is Justin England, and I'll be going over our logical table designs as well as our snowflake schema. So for our first table, we have inventory fact, and the columns in inventory fact are the units, item finish time, and item shipping time, which are fact measures, and then item ID, customer ID, and date ID, which correspond to our 3 dimensions and make up the primary keys for inventory fact. Our next table is called dim item. This is the very specific item ID as the primary key, and it's also a foreign key to the inventory fact. It also has an item name, and then product ID is a foreign key for this table. Our next table is dim product. Product ID is the primary key, and it is also the foreign key to our last table, dim item. Then we also are storing the product name and the product type ID, which is a foreign key. And then this leads into our next table, dim product type. This has the product type ID, which is we just stated is a foreign key to the dim product table, and is also the primary key for dim product type. And then we have the product type name. Our next table is dim customer. Our primary key is customer ID, and it is a foreign key to the inventory fact table. Then we also store the customer name and region ID, which is a foreign key in this table. For our table dim region, region ID is the primary key, and we also store the region name. This all leads us into our snowflake schema. So we created a table for each one of these previous tables in SQL Studio, and use the primary key relationships in order to connect them and create this snowflake schema. And that is our group deliverable 2. Thank you.